When you put in place a visibility strategy on your own, you are putting the visibility on your hands. So the visibility strategy comes at the top and your content strategy comes at the bottom, because you meet people that are already ideal clients by having the visibility strategy, and then they come to your social media. They already know, like, and trust you. If you're ready to close clients faster without depending on social media, these are 3 shifts that I actually walked my client when she first started her business and her social media was non-existent, and got her to start making money right away while building her audience and setting her authority. Now, why this is important is because while you are building your social media and you are learning to post, you're learning your voice, you're learning to create Canva, you're learning to delegate all of the things, you want to be making money on your business and you want to be creating your personal brand even while you are learning all those skills. So this comes down to visibility. I have been talking a ton about visibility, and I'm going to give you 3 things that you can shift right now that are going to change the game for you, because I think that there is this veil where people think that they're going to post on social media and clients are going to come rushing to them, and the magic happens on the behind the scenes. So I'm going to break this down for you, and I want you to take notes. So if you have a pen with you, you are right now, like, you're posting on social media, you're overwhelmed because you're like, oh my God, nothing is happening, crickets on your post, all of that. These are going to give you a ton of answers and 3 things that you can shift right now. So let's get right into it. So number 1 is understanding that the people that are pulling $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 months, they're actually doing way more than just post on social media. So when you actually understand that what you see from the outside and what, like, some of the Instagram gurus or whatever are telling you is not necessarily exactly what's happening, that social media is just a part of the puzzle. Now, I want to make this clear. I do believe in social media. I get a ton of clients from social media, but that is because of the things that I'm going to share in a minute. So the way I use social media and the way I teach social media is this. I love creating visibility strategies outside of social media that can be leveraged on social media. So let me explain. So I like using my content to nurture people that they already are closer to knowing, liking me, and trusting me. So follow me here, okay? So I want you to think about this. You meet somebody in person. So you meet them in person and immediately you create some sort of connection. Now, if you are in the right circles, and this is very, very important, because I'm actually going to give you an example. I have a client that she took on bootcamp a few months ago. And one of the things that she was telling me, she's like, I keep networking, I'm going all the things, I'm in these boards, but clients are not coming. So I asked her, okay, tell me about these boards. Tell me who are in these circles. Well, it wasn't their ideal client. So a lot of these strategies that I'm going to show you right now, they need to still be strategic, where you're putting yourself right in front of your ideal client. So I want you to think about this. Use your content, using your content. This is how I do it. And this is also how you see I just hit 4,000 followers, but I hit 6 figures on the second year in my business with like 1,200 followers, I think we had at the time. And it's because I am not relying on Instagram and Facebook to show my content to people. People are coming into my world because they are interested already by this behind the scene stuff that I am doing. And I'm going to give you examples in a minute. Okay. So I want you to understand this, that right now, if you're spending a ton of time creating content and that is the only thing that you know to do, you are missing the rest of the pie. So I want you to really truly understand that social media is just one part of the puzzle. And I'm going to show you the rest. When people come to your social media, they are already interested in what you have to offer. They are already invested in you, and you have crossed the know, like, and trust factor. Another thing is, instead of you putting your visibility in the hands of social media, you're literally, when you're just posting and hoping for people to find you. And when I say hoping, I know you're probably using hashtags, you're probably using engagement strategies. However, you're still putting your visibility in the hands of Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Whatever the platform is the same. It doesn't matter. When you put in place a visibility strategy on your own, you are putting the visibility on your hands. So the visibility strategy comes at the top and your content strategy comes at the bottom, because you meet people that are already ideal clients by having the visibility strategy, and then they come to your social media. They already know, like, and trust you. So let's actually break this down, how this looks like in real life, okay? Because we don't like fucking fluff here. So one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is this. I can move this. So I'm going to give you 3 examples. I love creating visibility strategies that leverage audiences that are already built. So let me give you an example. I'm going to keep going with the example of this client that was in my bootcamp. She is in commercial real estate, right? So she was putting herself in all of these boards and all of these different networking events, but her clients were not necessarily in these groups, right? So even though she was going in there and she was volunteering and she was speaking and she was doing all the things, her client wasn't in it. So what do you think? Even though she's doing the work and it looks on paper, oh, I'm networking, I'm doing the right thing, you're not my friend. You have to do your due diligence to make sure that the groups you are putting yourself on, and this most likely is going to happen in forms of networking, speaking, being a guest on podcasts, that they are already in front of your ideal client. Now, why this is key is because, I'm going to give you an example. There is 3 examples that I want to go in detail here. Number 1 is relationship building. Now, relationship building is a little bit slower because you are meeting people one-on-one. However, it's very, very powerful because you're going to be building your business with people that are going to the same place that you are going. So people that maybe are at the same level that you are, and you can create collaborations. When you create collaborations, your efforts are compounding. Your efforts are doubling without you doing double the work. Now, number 2, this is my favorite. This is the one that has built my business and is the one that usually scares people the most because they think that they're not ready. I'm here to tell you that if you're creating content and you have a business, you are ready. Teaching and speaking. This has brought clients into my world, ideal clients, people I love working with every single time. Because when you are teaching and you are speaking in front of a room full of your ideal clients that they already need you, you are also demonstrating expertise. So now, even if you have 500 people on your social media, the people that are coming after those events and they're being nurtured by your content, they are ideal clients. So I want you to let go of the idea of followers and just think of who is the right audience. And the right audience are ideal clients. Everybody else does not fucking matter. Like if you are posting for another people doing the same in your industry, if you are posting out of ego, if you're posting out of trying to prove something, it's not helping anybody. You are here on social media, networking, creating visibility strategies just to serve the person that you are here to serve, my friend. So you need to be speaking specifically to that person. One of the things that if I have to guess, all the people that are going to watch this live training and are going to keep watching is they are putting a lot of content on social media. It's not working for them. They do want to have more ideal clients looking at their services, their business, having inquiries because they know that they can change lives, but that's not happening because they are hiding behind their computer. They're trying to beat the algorithm. They're trying to just get good at creating content. And again, that's only one part of the puzzle. So you're missing the rest. So when we talk about teaching and speaking, think about this. You are in front of 10, 20, 30 people at a time. So let's go back to relationship building for a second. Let's say you build a relationship with somebody. And this is a true example. I actually am doing a training today on somebody's group that she teaches business coaching for moms. And I am teaching personal branding to her group. Now, she has about 20 people on her program. Let's say 10 people show up. I show up, speak to those 10 people. Now those 10 people come and follow me on my social media. They already know, they already like me, they already trust me. These are people that never find me before, but they're all ideal clients because this person that I'm teaching for, she teaches something different to the same exact audience. Now, I want you to think what would happen if every week, every month, you would be in front of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 new people that are absolute ideal clients. Do you think that your business will grow? Of course it will, because these people are going to be inquiring. These people are going to be referring you also to speak in other places. And now you're building your strategy around being in front of ideal clients instead of hoping that Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever it is going to actually like show your content to a magical unicorn. Is this making sense for you? The third one, also favorite of mine, podcast guesting. Same concept. I want you to think about this. I want you to think of working smarter and not harder. What does this mean? Every single one of these strategies that I am talking about is multiplying, is compounding your effort. Even right now, I'm on Instagram and I'm on my podcast and I might be reaching, 100 people, 200 people, right? If I'm lucky, I'm on Instagram, you guys. If I'm lucky, if this shows these 2 people. However, when you have a structure, a strategy where every single week you are in front of new audiences, podcast guesting, right? Maybe you go on Instagram Lives with the relationships that you build on the first example. Now you're compounding your efforts. Now you're spending 10, 15 minutes, an hour, but instead of talking to one person or hoping somebody actually sees your post, guess what? You are in front of 10 ideal clients, 20 ideal clients, 30 ideal clients. That is how, my friend, you 10x your visibility. Now, I want to give you some examples and I'm going to leave it here because I am hosting a standout masterclass on July 1st and I'm going to go in depth in all of these strategies for you to pick which one is the right for you. I mean, I do this with my clients and we strategize. Which are the groups? How do we find them? Who is their ideal client? Where are they hanging out? And then we create the strategies. So instead of you jumping in the middle of the highway, trying to like have people, hey, I am here. Like, I am amazing. I can help you. You are actually in front of the people that actually freaking needs you with the message that they need to hear and showcasing your expertise so they actually know you are the person for you, okay? So I want you to think about this though. I call this the cycle of content. So again, I want to come back to the beginning where I said content is absolutely crucial for this, because you're going to meet these people. You're going to be in front of these people, either in person, on a podcast, teaching, speaking at an event, whatever you want to call it. They are going to come and follow you on social media. And that is your moment to nurture the work that you just have done. However, there is other strategies like follow-up, connection calls, all the things. But this is the thing. If you're throwing spaghetti at the wall and you're going to network one day and you're in like one podcast, is not compounding. So what I want to show you is how you actually structure this to be part of your business money generating activities that take you maybe under 2 hours a week, but actually 10x your visibility, 10x your results, because you're speaking to the right people and help your social media grow. This is the thing though. Why is it a cycle? Because you have the opportunity to be in front of your ideal client, following up without them knowing you're following up. You're showing up on social media, speaking to them, but they already know, like, and trust you because they either heard you on a podcast, you created a relationship, they saw you speak, whatever the case. Now, there is a ton more of these strategies that I'm going to be breaking down on the Standout Masterclass, but I want you to tell you also why I called it a standout. If you are on social media right now and you're fighting for attention, which is so many of you, you're fighting for attention, trying to stand out within the world of a lot of people doing exactly the same than you're just blending in. People have no idea why you're different or whatever it is that you're doing. However, when they already met you, when you're already endorsed by maybe that podcast host, when maybe they met you in person, they already fell in love with you, they saw you speaking in person, what do you think is going to happen when they are scrolling and they see you? Now, we're humans. We are innately curious. So what happens is immediately they're going to want to know, what are you talking about? What are you all about? What's happening? So if you did a good job in your strategy, in your visibility strategy, now that's when people start noticing you and you actually start standing out. And I think this is the key piece that most people that start their business, and I'm blown away because people that have been in business for a year or 2 or 3, they're still trying to fight on social media over attention. And what they are not seeing is the people that are pulling $20, $30, $40, $50,000 months are doing all the behind the scene visibility strategies. So what I would love for you to do is you can comment standout here. However, also Instagram is like super glitchy lately. Send me a DM. Send me a standout on the DMs. I'll send you the link. This class is $33 for the rest of the week. It will go up next week. And the class is happening July 1st, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Always a replay, and you get forever access. So you can start chewing at the class as you can add these strategies into your CEO hour. So I hope that this was super helpful. I would love to hear from you. Put in the comments, what do you think of this? What are some of the behind the scenes stuff that you are actually doing to close clients, not just to be on social media for being on social media? And